Greetings and salutations. I am Poetic Heretic, and this is another terrifying tale about a shadow person sighting. The author is Emily G. This happened about 2 or 3 years ago. I decided to go on the roof of my house at night with my little sister, who is 3 years younger than I. My parents screamed at us to not go on the roof because it was late, but we did anyway. After my sister got on the roof, I climbed up and was feeling really bad vibes. I looked at my sister, who was crunched down picking at the moss on the tiles of the roof. I turned around and looked at my neighbor's house and my shadow, but then saw something that scared the crap out of me. It was a darker shadow than my own, with long hair and a long dress. I could see all her fingers. At first I thought it was my little sister, so I called Hannah's name while staring at the shadow. I saw her stand up and she was shorter than the shadow person standing between us. I panicked, rubbing my eyes and blinking to see if what I saw was real. With my sister still standing, she asked me, "What's wrong?" "Hannah," I said, "look at the wall of that house." And she saw it too. At this point I was breathing super heavy, and my sister, being the sensible one, asked what it was, and we turned around to only see our chimney and the tops of a couple trees in the background, but we didn't see the shadows of the trees on the wall. At this point my sister started freaking out too, and when I realized that what I saw was real, I screamed and rushed down the ladder, ran into the house and couldn't stop crying. My sister came down after me in the same condition as myself, crying, but she seemed less freaked out. Years later, she told me while she was going down the ladder she heard a voice say, "Stop!" And that freaks me out because she also stayed up there a little longer than I did. I don't know what that was, but the shadow was darker than ours. In my home we sometimes get the sensation of floating above our bed, but it's always different. My mom gets the sensation of getting dragged off her bed. Recently, summer of 2015, I felt my body float in the air and spin slowly. I had pressure on my lungs and I was trying to scream my mom's name, but couldn't. I never realized this until now, and this freaking gives me even more anxiety, but I saw a black body bent over looking at me. My mom didn't believe me. Also, I remember once I was trying to sleep in my room after being randomly terrified before I fell asleep, and I kept trying to open my eyes while I was sleeping, and every time I did I saw a black figure of a person going back and forth past my eyes with the lights on. I kept the lights on before I went to sleep that night because I felt scary energy coming from a corner of my room. I don't know if any of these incidences are related, but just from remembering the past I think they might be. There is even more weird stuff I could tell, but this is already way too long. That concludes this terrifying tale. Don't forget to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.